Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Project 10 Uses update. We are still filming on my phone because my camera is broken and I much prefer how I look with natural lighting versus my studio lights in my basement when I'm on my phone. I just wanted to let you know, that's why we are in my bedroom today. I was challenged by one of you guys in my last video to wear the Colourpop Burn Card blush in my update, so I am wearing it today. As you can see, it is very bright. This is very blended out and just the tiniest little boop with my brush. And I love how it looks. I love a vibrant blush. I was always trying to use the eyeshadows when filming my update, not the blush, and they didn't really go together. So sorry you guys didn't get to see this in action. I might as well start with an update on this. This was brand new when I started this project and I have now used it 11 times. So I surpassed my 10 uses. I'm obsessed with this blush. I think it'll be so fun to pull out in spring and summer. If you have a deeper skin tone, I think this is stunning. If you like a poppy pink blush, like this is pink, but even on my fair skin, what do you think? Again, it is like the tiniest little dab with my brush and like blended, okay? So it does take some work, but as I mentioned when I rolled this in and when I hauled it, I am a horsey gal and I talked myself out of the palette from this collection because it was neutral and pink and I have a ton of those. So I wanted to get something unique to my collection, but something that I would still use. So I could have like this packaging, I know, but this is unlike anything else in my collection and I'm so happy that I can like make it work for myself. My voice is disappearing already and I just started recording. The other product that I'm ready to roll out, we're just starting off with the bang, I suppose, is the Balm Mary Luminizer. This is another one I've used 11 or 12 times out of 10. Like I just kept using it, which I have other highlighters and projects, so I probably shouldn't be, but this is a cult classic for a reason. I know nobody really talks about the Balm Mary Luminizer anymore because so many highlighters have come out since this like had its moment. It is such a beautiful champagne highlighter. It's very flattering on the skin. It's not like Ofra blinding, but it gives enough of a punch while still being flattering, but not exactly subtle, if that makes sense. I just have this little mini. I've used this mini a ton. I definitely don't have pan or anything. But as I always say, if I were to ever finish this, I would consider repurchasing it. So these two things are rolling out. I surpassed my goal on both of those. So let's update on the other 5 items that are staying in. The thing that's been in the longest, what I have here, this has been in since I started this project, the Glamlight Michaela palette. I am working on the shade Audrey, which is the teal in the corner there. I still have some uses to go. Let me pull. It's very awkward to film because I don't have a table, so I'm just holding everything in my hands. I have used this 8 times, so I only have 2 more uses to go. That should be very easy to accomplish before the next update. I think this will go well with the greens I'm going to be wanting to wear in March. It would definitely make it a more blue or teal leaning look, but I think like I can make some greens be complementary to this shade. So this I will have rolled out for next month. And everything else, did I roll in everything else last time? 1, 2, 3, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Let's start off, let's just go in the order of my pile because I'm all confused now. This is the BH Cosmetics 10 Color Nude Blush Palette. I have no idea if they still sell this. This is very old, and also BH Cosmetics is going through some like restructuring now that Makeup Revolution bailed them out of bankruptcy basically. So my goal is to use this 10 times. I should stop saying that because that's literally what this project is. I have used this 5 out of 10 times. So in 1 month, I'm halfway to my goal, which I'm very happy with because I'm working on so many blushes. Today I did buff the edges out of that Burn Card blush with this lightest shade, especially as you can probably kind of tell, I was getting a little close to the under eye with the bright pink, so I just used this shade here to kind of like buff things out, soften the edges. I can use these two shades as bronzers. This highlighter is much too deep for my skin tone, so I think the only way I will ever get used to that is like as an eyeshadow, which I'm not too worried about, but I'm halfway to my goal on this and really enjoying using this. Before hopping into the two other eyeshadows I have in this project, I rolled in Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Fluffie. I have this in my waterline today. I love this. I was worried that this as a light pink would look a bit sickly, like pink eye-ish, if you will. I have a pink liner Boots by Colourpop that I love and I actually wear a lot more than I ever would have thought I would wear, and it stays in my waterline all day, as does this one, and I think it gives a brightening effect. If I were to put this on with a neutral look, I could probably look a bit sickly, but with pinks and reds and peach looks, I think it's really beautiful, and I have used that 4 times so far, so I have 6 more uses to go. I don't think that this will be rolled out for next time because I am going to be diving into more green shades here in March. I do tend to do my makeup seasonally. It's March 1st when I'm filming this, and it felt very strange to do a pink and red look, but it is what it is. Okay, the other randomized eyeshadow, so Audrey from the Glamlight palette was Chosen Roulette. So the other one, I like to have 2 random eyeshadows in here to pan those eyeshadows with a much lower goal. I have Club Nebula in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist, and it was the shade Samus rolled in, which I was so excited to use. I have this in my crease today. I also used Red Giant, can you see, Nebula, and You're My Only Hope in today's look. And I still absolutely love this palette. I love the packaging. I feel so inspired when I look into this palette. This is the perfect like dead of winter coming into spring. Like these really deep, rich mattes are perfect for dark, wintry looks in my opinion. And then we get some of these lighter shades like the peach, that like acid green shade. I just love this palette, love the quality. Kaleidos is a brand I would love to explore more from. And lastly, this is the palette I chose myself. I've been wanting to reach for my So Jaded palette a little bit more. This is a favorite. This is a longtime favorite in my collection and definitely does not get enough love from me. So again, let's use it 10 times. And I have used it twice so far. I'm working on so many eyeshadows. I'm trying to be strategic, but I didn't even hit any pans in February. So all my eye irritation issues, knock on wood, my eyes are healing pretty well, but that cut into a lot of my eyeshadow panning in the last month. So only 2 uses on this. I have Ruby and Garnet in my look today. Those red shades, let me free up my hands. I have this on the outer part of my lid, and Garnet is this deeper shade in the crease, and Red Giant from Club Nebula is what's on my outer corner. So I'm very pleased with how my look turned out today. I've used the purples in here the other time that I used this palette, and even though this is kind of like, again, I like to do my makeup seasonally. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to everyone, but this really does kind of have fall vibes with these jewel tones for me. But I'm hoping that even into spring, especially these lighter neutral shades, I can still get a lot of use out of. I have my eye on these greens for March. Ooh, and Peridot. That looks really good to me. So I just stuck my thumb in the blue. I'm still excited to be working on this. So I have quite a lot of palettes in here, but I'm rolling out these 2 things, so I'll be rolling in 2 more things. Like I said, I'm working on a lot of blushes, including a blush palette in this project. So to replace Burn Card, this was out of my makeup drawer of shame. So I pulled something else from my makeup drawer of shame. This is the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum in the shade Petal Glow. I bought this during the VIB sale and I have not used it yet, and I'm just so excited to dive into this formula. I think the packaging looks stunning. I don't know if you can roll these back down, so I don't want to scroll it up too much, but it's one of these glossy lipsticks. It's like my favorite lip gloss formula. Well, I haven't tried this one, but I have lots of lip formulas similar to this from other brands, and I think this will be a really great neutral, easy to reach for shade. So I'm excited to get use out of that. And then I'm stuttering. I've had too much coffee today. To replace my highlighter, I'm not working on a gazillion highlighters, so I'm going to roll in a new one. And I chose the Z palette. My Z palettes do get neglected, so I wanted to pull this out. And Chic Geek recently did an underrated makeup video. And she talked about Peach Silk from M Cosmetics, EMME, Canadian indie brand. I'm Canadian. I love supporting Canadian brands. This highlighter is the one that she shared in her video, and I would love to use this 10 more times. I think it's a stunning shade. Like I said, I'm not working on a ton of highlighters. I think it's a light kind of peachy. So I think this will work best on me as I'm at my fairest. Look at that. It's like white gold peachy. This is like Champagne Pop, but lighter and in a more luxurious feeling formula, if that makes sense. And then I have like some Colourpop, and these are M Cosmetics single shadows. I think I'm just going to pop this entire thing in the drawer, and hopefully that will entice me to also reach for the blush maybe once or twice, or some of these eyeshadows. These are not in the project, but now I'm looking at all of these greens and it's getting me excited. But officially, it's the highlighter that is in this project, and I'm so excited for this. Also, love this palette from Colourpop in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. I think it's beautiful. But yeah, that is my update for Project 10 Uses. I think the only thing I can reasonably roll out for next time, well, maybe two things. The 2 more uses on my Glamlight Michaela palette. I think that should be very easy. And 5 uses on this. This is a great, I pinched my finger in there, ouch. Like mix and match kind of palette. I've been panning the Body Shop bronzer, which is too light, too stiff, not a favorite. So I've been kind of like bumping up the bronze color with these bronze colored blushes, and like buffing out my cheek products. What am I trying to say? Nobody knows, with these lighter shades. Anyways, so I think 5 more uses is doable on this. So anyways, sorry for my chaotic behavior. I am just having the best time with makeup again. I've worn makeup every day for like the last 5 days despite my eye irritation. I've just been buffing over my eczema patches and I'm just in such a good mood. And so I'm sorry if I'm acting a little goofy. And anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my Project Pan update. Let me know if you enjoy this Project 10 Uses. It is working so well for me. I feel so motivated by this project and just using it as a way to rotate through even more of my collection. My other Project Pans do contain harder goals, finishing larger items, hitting pan on things, but this is a good way for me to just cycle things in a bit more seasonally, or just what I want to reach for, and I'm so excited about it. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!